Hey there, what is up you guys? I am Jerry and welcome back to the channel, The Chicago Griller. This is the show where I share my favorite tips, tricks, and recipes for the Weber Q. If you think that I could help you out, hit the like button and subscribe. Today I'll be grilling up a dish that is great as either a side or as a main, and that is grilled lamb meatballs. Let's give this a try. Today on the channel, I'm going to be grilling up this 12-ounce package of ground lamb. But if you want a few extra meatballs, use a 16-ounce package. Regardless of what size you use, the first thing you're going to want to do is crack an egg into your bowl with the ground lamb. So into the bowl that goes. Next, you're also going to need 1/4 cup of plain breadcrumbs. This will help bind all the meatball ingredients together when we start to form it up. Now next up, we're going to add 2 to 3 cloves of pressed garlic. I am using 2 cloves today because I only have 12 ounces of meat, but if you got a full pound, maybe go with a 1/3 clove. Anyways, once the garlic is in the bowl, it's time to add some seasonings. I find that Italian seasoning works very well, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons to this bowl. And finally, as usual, we're going to hit this with some salt and pepper. Longtime viewers of this channel know I don't really measure out my salt and pepper, I just grind both to taste. Then once you are satisfied, with your clean hands, mix these ingredients thoroughly together. You don't have to be as gentle as I am here, I'm just trying to keep the bowl centered underneath the camera today for you. Anyways, once your meat mixture is thoroughly blended together, it's time to form up your meatballs. This process is slightly easier if you wet your hands so that the meat mixture doesn't stick. Now grab that bowl with your meat mixture and pinch off about 1 ounce of meat. Then with both of your hands, gently knead and roll this meat mixture into the size and shape of a golf ball. Set that down and repeat. Once again, pinch off about 1 ounce of your meat mixture. Gently roll it into a ball between your 2 hands and place it down. Now again, I used a 12-ounce package of ground lamb today, so once all is said and done, I should have about 12 meatballs. However, because I'm not actually weighing out my meatballs while I roll them, I ended up with a lucky number 13 meatballs here on my plate. No matter how many meatballs you have, you need to prep these for the grill. And to do that, we just hit that with a light layer of olive oil. Drizzle this over the surface of each. Then once again with your clean hands and fingers, spread that oil evenly over the surface of each meatball. As you can see, an effective way to do this is just to roll it over a few times on your plate. Anyways, once you're all set, it's time to grill. So out here today, I have preheated my Weber Q and have turned it down to a medium heat. Go ahead and add your meatballs directly to the grill grates. When doing so, also be sure to try to leave a little bit of space between each meatball so that air can circulate effectively. And as you can see, there is plenty of room for a baker's dozen of meatballs on the Weber Q1200. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the lid and let these cook. After just 2 minutes, I'm going to check on these meatballs and give them a turn. And just as expected, great grill marks on the first side of each meatball. Continue turning the rest of your meatballs, and just like before, once they're all turned, shut the lid and let these cook for another 2 minutes or so. And now here we are, 2 minutes later, 4 minutes total into the cook. It's time to give these meatballs yet another turn. Once again, great sear marks on these meatballs. Now, as we turn this for a second time, you want to try to balance the meatballs so that they get some charring on a side that hasn't been in contact with the grill. It can be a little bit tricky because these suckers like to roll around, but I know you've got it in you and can do it just as well as I can. Once you've got them all balanced nicely, time to shut the lid and finish this cook. So here we are 2 minutes later for a total of 6 minutes of cooking time. These meatballs should be ready to come on off the grill. They should be pretty firm to the touch when you try to squeeze them, and this one is, so I know that all these meatballs are good to come on off. Now let's head on inside and whip together a quick tzatziki sauce. To make the sauce, start with 2 spoonfuls of non-fat Greek yogurt, then add half of 1 grated cucumber. I have a more detailed outline of this process in the video in the link above if you do want to check it out. Next up, I have 1 tablespoon of chopped mint, and now I'll also squeeze in the juice of 1/2 of 1 lemon. Next, I will drizzle 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and of course, some salt and pepper grinded to taste. That's everything that goes in the homemade tzatziki sauce, so grab a fork and mix all these ingredients together. So now you are ready to serve up grilled lamb meatballs with homemade tzatziki sauce, made on a Weber cube. These are absolutely delicious and go great as an appetizer or as a main, so give this a shot and let me know how it goes for you. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you all again next week. Bye!